ask you a strange question. What is your purpose in selling? I ask that question to just about every person that I meet, every potential client I take on. And the questions that I get are really, the comments that I get are really unusual. Oh, I want to solve a problem, I want the money, I want to find a solution, I want to build a relationship. I just want your money, I want to manipulate you into buying from me. I hear it all. There's nothing, I don't think you could tell me something I haven't heard. None of that is very spiritual, is it? I co-authored a book with Dr. Alexander called The Platinum Rule for Small Business Mastery, and it's about treating others the way they want to be treated. And Tony tells a story of where he used to do door-to-door sales doing pots and pans. And he went in and he sold these pots and pans to this couple, and he went, after he delivered them, he went back in and he asked for the referral. And the couple goes, no, I can't give you a referral. And Tony was like, why? And they simply said, because I wouldn't want to introduce my friends to you. The sale experience was so bad. He got the order, but look at what cost. So when you're selling, can I see a show of hands? How many people here are in sales? All of us are, right? Even if we're not in sales, we're in selling, right? Yeah, everybody is. How many people have you alienated by your inability to communicate effectively? And here's what I mean. Many times I hear things like, we have great customer service. And my comment is, well, I really don't care, right? Because if you're in business, you better have great customer service. What I care about is, what is your definition of customer service? One of my clients defines it very nicely. He goes, whenever you call our office, the phone will be answered by the third ring by a human. You will never talk to a voicemail. Now, I understand that. If you tell me you have great quality, I don't really care. Tell me what great quality means to you. And here's what happens. If you say things like great customer service, in my mind, I'm going through all the things that are great for me, for my customer service, and that's what I'm expecting you to deliver. And all of a sudden, I sign the contract, and all of a sudden, we get into the customer service arena, and it's nothing I got nothing that I expected I would get from a great customer service perspective, because you did not define what that means. The purpose in selling is very simple. Selling is believing so strongly in what you do that you will do whatever is necessary to improve so you become better at helping others and helping them understand why you are the right and safe choice. Selling is believing in so strongly in your product, your service, that you take it personally when somebody says no. Not at the point where you're going to get angry, but personally in the sense of, what can I do to get better? How can I more effectively communicate my value? How do I reach more people? Selling is influence. It's not manipulation. Selling is helping somebody to understand what's right for them, helping them make the right decision. Manipulation is getting them to buy what you want them to buy, even if it's not right for them. You must understand that you must be very good at influence in selling. Selling is listening. It's not telling. Selling is coaching. It's counseling. It's mentoring someone to making a buying decision. Selling is doing what's right, not what's easy. Sometimes the right thing to do is to walk away. Selling is being ethical in your approach, yet flexible enough to treat people the way they want to be treated. When someone is selling to you, I really want to ask you to keep an open mind on this next comment, because it's a belief that I hold and it serves me well. One of the very best comments that you can give to somebody if you're not interested in their product and service is very simply no. Why is that so important? Because it allows them to go find somebody else who will believe in their dream. It'll allow them to spend time with other people that see value or have a need for what they do. Why is it so hard to tell somebody no? You're not rejecting them. You're simply saying, for me, your product is not the right product today. On the other side of the coin, if you're selling and you hear no, here's the belief I would like you to hold. Just not right now. No simply means just not right now. Nobody's rejecting you personally. It may not be your right product, it may not be the right service, it may not be the right price, but you've got to separate the no that they're telling you from the know who you are. One of the best gifts that I teach my clients, and I truly mean it's probably one of the best gifts that I could offer anybody, is the gift of listening. Listening is being active. It's being present. It's not planning what you're going to say next. It's not judging what the other person is telling you. It is simply being present. It is the hardest work that I have ever done in my life. Have you ever had a discussion with somebody and consciously decided that you weren't going to think of what you were going to say next, you weren't going to judge what they were telling you, and you were just going to listen? I often hear, but what do I say when they're done? You take a deep breath and you assess what you heard and you make a choice to respond. I go out on sales calls a lot with sales reps, and this happens all the time to me, not only with sales reps, but with clients and even with good friends. Ron, I'm going to tell you something. Is it in confidence? Everything that happens in my life is in confidence. They need to trust me, because if they don't trust you as a sales rep, they're not going to tell you what the real issue is. They're not going to allow you into their life where you can make that profound difference in how their life quality is and who they are. Building trust starts with a concept called rapport. And I'm neurolinguistically trained, and I use the platinum rule for influence, and I use all those tools and techniques, and that's why I make the distinction between influence and manipulation. I've been asked to write books on how to pick up women in a bar. I won't do it, because it's not in my ethics. That to me is manipulation. That's not what I'm about. What are you about? Just a short commercial. Tomorrow at 7:45, I'm doing a sales seminar at the Wellness Center at Montrose. On your table, I put the flyer out there. If you're interested, I would welcome you to attend. There is no fee, but registration is required, so I know how much food to bring. Jim Rome once said, let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their futures in someone else's hands, but not you. What is the number one thing your customer wants from you? Do you know? There was a study done by Mr. Stevens in a book called Achieving Sales Excellence, and it's very simple. Accountability. They want to know that you are accountable for what you're selling. We have a rule in my company, 100% return on investment. If you don't make back what you invest with us, we write a check out of our own pocket to cover the difference. If I don't believe in my product and service that much, how can I expect you to believe in me that much? Do you believe that much in your product and service? Are you willing to make that kind of commitment, that kind of investment in the clients that trust you? If not, it makes you wonder why they even buy from you, doesn't it? I'm going to finish up with a couple of things. I wrote a blog post, and I encourage you to go to my blog. It's called businessgrowthexperience.com, and it's called The 15 Things I Wish My Mom Told Me About Selling. Number one, people are not born being good at sales. It's just a skill. When I hear I'm not a sales rep, what I really hear is that I'm afraid of rejection. When I hear I'm not a sales rep, what I hear is I'm afraid somebody's going to say no to me. Sales is just a skill. Number two, stop making excuses. It's not the economy, it's you. There was a study done by 16,000 business owners. 39% of the success of any sales is the skill of the sales rep. There is no excuses. It's not the economy, it's you. Selling is not manipulation, it's influence. It's not about lying, it's about honesty. Number four, selling is teaching somebody to buy. Stop selling. Nobody wants to be sold, everybody wants to buy. Teach them to buy from you. Number five, understand when people buy your product and service, they buy for their own reason, and you'll never know. And most of the time, they don't even know. Number six, Believe in what you're selling and allow that belief to show. Number 7, admit you don't know everything. And it's okay to say, I don't know, but I'll find out. Many people are afraid to say they don't know in a sales call because they perceive it looks bad. Number 8, if you don't know, tell them you don't know. Very simple, right? Play, have some fun. That's very important. Number 9. Number 10, be honest and fair and ethical in all people that you meet. Number 11, learn to say no. Learn to feel good saying no. Learn to accept no, and don't take it personally. Number 12, listen more than you talk. How can you solve a problem if you're talking? Number 13, surround yourself with people that are more successful than you, happier than you, and more accomplished than you, and learn from them. Model their behavior. Life isn't hard. Why do you have to invent everything yourself? Number 14, sell what you love and the money will come. If you don't love what you sell, at least find something good in it. I really believe the unconscious is more of a powerful selling tool than anything. And people can sense when you're not comfortable selling what it is that you're selling. I see some people shaking their head. Number 15, spend money on training, for heaven's sakes. Studies have shown that good sales reps spend an average of 2% of their time on personal development. Great sales reps spend on average 10% of their time, energy, and money on personal development because they know that it's incumbent upon them to continually get better. Now let me ask you, in terms of summing this up, are you a person who cares enough to add value to the lives of the other people that you meet, or are you just selling a product or a service? We're talking about selling as a learned skill, and in case you haven't figured it out, the very same skills that make you a great salesperson are the very same skills that make you a great person. There is no difference. How can there be? If a successful person spends 10% of their time in personal development, how much time do you spend in personal development? Because as you change and as you grow, you change the people around you. They can't help but change, right? If that's not a spiritual way of life, I don't know what is. I love what I do because I know every moment when I get up and I talk to somebody, I'm changing the life of the people that I meet. And it can be simply just with a question. It can help them solve a problem, or it can simply be just listening. Thank you.